You want to know why Kafka couldn't transform in the most recent episode of actually season 2 of Kaiju number 8? The whole reason behind this is the exact reason why Thor also could not transform from the Avengers Endgame. Not Thor, Hulk. What am I talking about, you guys? You know who I'm talking about. I know who I'm talking about. You know who you're talking about. But this is not about the Avengers. It's about Kaiju number 8 and why he couldn't transform. And the whole big reason why he couldn't transform was due to the fact that he is afraid now. He's afraid of what his true power is. And if he's unable to realize and accept who he is as a person, he'll never be able to transform again. As soon as he's able to grasp the understanding of why he was unable to transform, because he doesn't want to have to put the general in danger, he's afraid that he may lose himself again, he's afraid that he won't be able to control the power as he once did, because when he first got the power, he had control over it. Like, obviously he didn't have full control over it, because like when you see the end of how season 1 ended with like how he was able to like transform his core in the battle, oh my god, you guys, intense. Absolutely loved it. So that's why like when season 2 came out, and as soon as he tried to transform again when he was like in the heat of battle, he was like, I'm not gonna fully transform because I don't want to have this utter chaos have to come in, and then the general's gonna have to come in and try and beat me, but I might actually kill the general and all these other people. So he's like, I'm gonna half transform. But him half transforming didn't do anything because he doesn't have the true power and the true strength. So as soon as he tries to truly transform, this is when the transformation breaks, because he's not in tune with his own strength. He's not in tune with who he is as a person. And the only way that he's going to be able to transform moving forward is when he accepts the power that he holds within himself. And that may happen in the next episode. That may happen in a couple of episodes moving forward. It's also one of the other reasons why he's not able to transform, is because this is the writer, obviously, maybe you know this, maybe you don't, wanted to give him a little bit more, some of the other characters, some time to show off their skills and their power and be like, we don't just have to have this super powerful being that comes in and can just defeat enemies like that, kind of like what Saitama does in One Punch Man. We need to have a little bit more variety. We need to have a little bit more action-packed. We need to have a little bit more character development. So we need to add in a plot hole to be able to allow for Kafka not to be able to transform and give time for like Shinobi or Kirikuro and then Jen or Narumi to be able to show their true strength and be like, okay, we can still defeat the kaiju even if we don't have a kaiju on our side. Because that was kind of one of the downfalls of season 1 in my personal opinion. And I know I'm getting slightly off topic, but we'll just wrap it up right here real quick. So like in season 1, he's like this all power, like he can stop anything and defeat anybody, which is awesome. But then that doesn't give the other characters time to grow, because it's like now you just have this person that's here that can stop anything. Just like I said at the beginning with the Hulk. Like the Hulk is literally the person that you bring in that can just defeat anybody. So now it's like Kafka not having the ability to use his powers, he's going to have to figure out other ways to kind of evolve or become stronger, or just go into like his own little psyche. And like he's probably going to have to go in that little fallen place that he was in the last episode, and he's going to have to go into his like little psyche, and he's going to have to be like, okay, can I use your power again? Can you help me defeat the kaiju number 9 or kaiju number 10, even though kaiju number 10 is already like, you know? So he has to go within himself and he has to ask those tough questions. Once he starts to do that and he accepts that he does have the potential to completely wipe out the entire world when he does transform, and if he loses control, he has to understand that. But that's the thing, is like with great power comes great responsibility, and he's able to control the power and has controlled it beforehand. So who's to say that he won't be able to do it again? He may be afraid that he won't be able to do it again, so he's kind of holding himself back. But he doesn't have to hold himself back, because he knows the good and the helping and the ability that he's able to share, and like the smiles that he's able to bring and the protection that he's able to bring to those around him when he does finally use his power to his full ability. And that's the whole goal of what he's doing right now, is he's becoming a person that can be there for others and also have others be there for him. And that's the nice balance between this, because season 1, it was like everybody was there for him. He was there for everybody. And I was like, all the other characters are like, you know what? I want to be there for you. So we'll see how he transforms, but I have a feeling it will come back to him transforming, maybe in the next episode or the following episode, or maybe it won't even happen this season. I doubt that that's the case, but that is entirely a possibility. But you will have the power just as much as Kafka does to be able to transform when you accept who you are, when you accept your innate God-given gifts, when you accept that you are a kaiju internally and that you do have the power to transform whenever you're ready to transform. It's just a matter of you accepting that you could completely wipe out the entire world, or You can completely change the entire world into something that's magical, that's awe-inspiring, that allows you to stand next to your girl and defeat all other kaijus that stand in your way, or even terminate all kaijus, because maybe you have the power to end it all. Just maybe. Like, maybe. And that's a really big responsibility for one person to hold, but Kafka, he's the guy, he has it, he's able to do it. He just has to understand that just because he caused destruction once to the people that he cared about doesn't mean that he'll do it again.